Get on up. Oh. Ha! God, goddamn,
Hey,
God, Savage
you know what it
AF
is.
in your motherfucking grill now, boom, got Black Pedro,
Hey,
got
hey,
gang,
hey,
got. Here we go,
hey.
here we go, here we go, here we go to the
Give me
window,
you.
to
Y'all
the
know what it
wall.
is. Savage AF is the show, y'all. I'm Black Pedro.
Yo, what's going on, Shang?
Give me these Shangs, baby.
Had to start off the show funky.
With a little funk for your ass,
Little
man.
funk for your ass. Little
That
funky.
we bring funk to your ass Monday
Yeah.
through Friday live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously.
Yeah.
Meta World Book Face. Monday through Friday. Mondays and Friday, typically we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Cheers. If you miss us live, oh shit. Hold on now. The wrong scroll going. We need another scroll. Let's
What
change the
scroll was it?
scroll. Let me do this. Bam, bam, bam. So, oh, am I hitting the wrong thing? God damn it. Oh, it is here. All right. So if you miss us live on the YouTube or whatever, right? Make sure that you tap in and tap
Tap.
in with the YouTube channel,
Look,
youtube.com slash
tap
C
in.
slash Savage AF World, all one word.
Yes.
All the shows are archived there. You see us there, but maybe you don't like looking at us, Maybe this, this
Well,
rugged kind of homeless chic look that I have going on
yeah, and
offends
you
you.
know what?
You just want to listen.
And I'm too old to wear my hat backwards. Look,
Mm,
yeah, whatever the fuck that means.
mm.
Look at all his hair. Look at that hair. I need a haircut. That's why.
Ooh, get it.
Woo, yeah. That's called
But you
that's called
you can get
growth.
us wherever you find your podcast, all platforms we are there. So if you're not into the visual thing,
You know what to do,
you can get your audio file on Savage
right?
AF is the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You know what it
And
is.
where you get your podcasts, like these podcasts, like which is iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
Sound to the out, the cloud, the out cloud.
Who let the dogs out? All right,
Roof. All right,
roof,
man.
roof.
So also very important, this is kind of one of the most important things on earth. Instagram. Okay. It's
Well,
vital.
no.
Follow us there.
Follow us on the gram, of course, but I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. You already know what it is. Ring the bell. Don't
Do it. Do it.
quit fuck
Do it.
around. Quit fuck around and ring the bell. But
Tap
if
in.
tap in. But we do also need you to follow us on the gram. If you follow us on the gram, you're a good person. You're a good person, and you're not one of those people that I want to push down a steps. Why I tie you into a wheelchair. I want to tie you into a wheelchair and then push you down some steps
Mm,
while I just peed on you and set you on fire. I'm
mm.
just saying. I'm not being harsh. I'm just saying if you don't.
Flammable piss.
Right. So bottom line, follow at Black Pedro and make sure you follow at Comedian Shang on the
That's it.
IG. All
Yeah,
right.
man. Get it. Get
You
it.
go,
Get it.
yeah. So if you check us out, sometimes we're gonna be looking like we're gonna be doing a little bit more lives. I'm gonna pressure Pedro. I'm gonna just pressure him every time I'm calling him up. About to go on the live with four niggas. Let's go. Click. And then we're gonna just talk shit on the live. So you will
Let's
see us
go.
on the live. Might not be what we talk about here, but it'll be just if you want to check us out on Instagram Live, and that way you can follow us. All
You
right.
see it. Speaking of
You know what?
followings, we appreciate y'all being here.
And yes,
Nicole H. Breezy, JJ's Christina Brown,
Brunda,
Bronda. My mother is
Brunda,
here. Evelyn Gatlin is here. Miss Adverb
AJ Fit,
is here.
AJ Fit. What? Ah,
I'm getting mines.
well, hold
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
You know what it is, man. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all. Let's get into the show. It is December 16th, 2021, the year of our Lord.
Yes, it
It is a
is. Yes, it
Thursday.
is.
It's a
Yes,
Thursday.
Lord. Yes, Lord,
We
it is.
we about 9 days away from Christmas.
And then we're soon going to be in 2022, the year of the dragon.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we're gonna run up on your ass with today's run up. We're not the kind of show that runs things down. That's not what we do. All right, we're gonna end today's show with the Shangry, of course. What a cop out. Let's talk about it. Cop being the operative word, the cooperative word. Before we get into that, a Black Pedro pop in today, whether you like it or not. That's our topic, okay? Yeah, you see what I did?
Hey, wait, I gotta do that. Hey, you're good. You're good.
Hey.
I see what you're doing. I see what
Watch out now.
what you're doing. Yeah.
Before we get into that, let's talk about riding this wave, as in I don't even know what number wave this is of COVID, but it's back. It's the hospitals are at their peak. Let's talk about it.
It's the fifth.
Yeah, it's the fifth wave. Oh man. Before we get into that, let's talk about taking it on the Manchin. Okay. West Virginia Joe.
Queen Bee is. Let's stop using the Lord's name in vain. That's just something that I was saying from a song. Yes, Lord. That's from Anderson .Paak. Don't get mad, Queen Bee.
By the way, Lord is not the Lord's name. Just so you know.
It's if you're in the religion,
it'd be like if your mom's name was Mom.
Yeah.
You know, that's not her name. It's just her title. All right. Before we get into that, taking it on the Manchin, West Virginia Joe lacks credit around the tax credit. See what I did? Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, man, we are going to start off today with, the most vital question that we ever ask on this show. We ask many, we get few answers, but when we ask questions, they sound a little something like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Motherfucker say what? So as it turns out, not surprising, but good to have the evidence and have it out there. Jim Jordan was definitely sending tweets or text messages trying to figure out how to subvert the last election. Jim Jordan, a representative. Where's this dickhead from? I want to say Colorado, but I could be wrong.
What?
Help me out in the audience if you know.
Yeah, Jim Jordan's from HEL.
Oh yeah, he represents hell.
Double hockey sticks. Bottom line is Jim Jordan, not only Mr. Touchy Feely too, from the standpoint of he condoned
Ohio. My mother said Ohio.
But he condoned a lot of fuckery that went on when he was a coach, when he was a wrestling coach. When he was a wrestling coach, and there was a lot of finger fuckery going on. So
you know what it is.
You know, a lot of thumb-tastically.
Well, speaking of thumbs up asses and finger fuckery, he definitely tried to finger fuck the last
election.
Well, not even the election, but the certification of it. So they've got that on him. The other, I guess, alarming thing is that he's in line to be, if the Republicans take over in Congress and get the majority back, he'd be in line to be head of the Judiciary Committee.
Yes, but
and for somebody so hell bent on, his man took an oath to uphold the Constitution. So somebody so hell bent on overthrowing it the last time, I don't see how they could possibly serve on a judiciary committee.
Okay, Pedro. Okay, look, I know that your mom's listening, and I don't want her to hear what I'm about to say, but get the fuck out of here, man. You know,
I live here,
man. Oh, I don't mean actually. I don't mean
okay.
I don't mean actually get the fuck. I mean, okay, but the point is, you know that this motherfucker was about trying to subvert everything that was truthful. He's always been full of shit and a blowhard, always talking shit that you can easily check that was a lie. You can easily check. And then he gets caught up when they ask him questions. So how many times you talk to the president? No, I don't think I've ever talked to the president. Next interview. Well, we talked thousands of times. Well, not thousands of times, but we touch base. And
did you talk to him on January 6th? I can't remember. When you say talk, do you mean like words or
we ain't talk. I mean, we talk. So I mean,
when you say a word twice, you bullshit. I mean, we talked, but we didn't talk.
He's full of shit, and he's always been full of shit. And he is anything that he's almost like a troll from the standpoint. Anything the Democrats said, even if the Democrats say something that the Republicans actually came up with, he's against. If it's something that literally the Republicans go, this is a good idea, then the Democrats go, hey, that is a good idea, let's do it. Then he's the one that runs out there and says, no, it's not a good idea, and tries to shoot it down. He's an asshole, and he's been an asshole. And every time I've seen him in any kind of hearing, I literally wanted to do that Superman punch where you jump up in the air, just what now? I just really think he's just about anything that's against. Again, I said it again. They are against progress, and that's why he didn't want Trump. And plus, he was licking Trump's ass the whole time anyway. He was a Trump ass licker.
He's an anal tampon for
I mean,
Trump.
more than Meadows. More
They
than
all
Meadows.
are. There's so many people up Trump's butt right now.
So, but the thing is, you got them on this. You know that they fucking did it. You got the fucking records, but we're still, got to worry about if the AG is going to decide to actually put some kind of, case on these bitches. We know that Trump is behind it, and they should bring Trump in too.
Yeah.
Trump should hit Trump with his half of retard ass. He should not. No.
He's
I'm
a
sorry.
whole. No, he's a whole.
Look, you can't go. Sometimes you can't go full retard.
He's a retard.
Some people go half retard, go full retard. No,
as Zach Galifianakis would say, a retard.
Yeah.
Speaking of retards, no, anybody asking, this is not a onesie I'm wearing, okay? And the game is not called Where's Waldo? It's now Where's Waldro?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And also, you know
Fuck
what?
you guys.
And I don't know why y'all try to talk about Pedro, man. He's a man. He's allowed to wear something that snaps underneath.
Yeah. The button stop here. It's not going all the way.
I mean, but I know they think that it snaps. But if he did decide to wear that,
I don't want to get naked to have to pee. I'm not doing
it.
But if I did, I'm still a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And all I know is that, okay, it does look like kind of a onesie. It does look like.
Looks can be deceiving and shit. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if they like to snap, but aside from that,
look, I got on pants too. Look,
he just clarified, just like I'm about to clarify. We already know what Jim, I can't ever tell the truth. Jordan ever does, and every time he does get caught in a lie, he does the babble. And I don't know if you ever seen it, but he's done the babble where they catch him in a lie on Fox News. They caught him in a lie. I
didn't.
I would not, could not on a boat. I would not, could not with a goat. I mean, he's just the dumbest fucking liar. But
313, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, brother.
Hey, what's going on? The point is, do you think anybody in the feed, because we see the people in the feed, do you think any of these motherfuckers is gonna catch a case? Because Bannon caught a case, absolutely was guilty, got pardoned. What's the other dude that looked like the penguin? Looks like the penguin.
Roger Stone.
Roger Stone, definitely the penguin. When he's not trying to have some diabolical shit fucking thing to overthrow Batman, he's doing dirty shit pertaining to Trump. And none of these motherfuckers is in jail because and this little bitch ass that we got for an AG ain't about that AG. You know what I'm saying? Every time I think AG, he's like, no, it's cool. It's all good. It's all good.
AG stands for ain't gangster. Merrick Garland ain't gangster, man.
Or AG ain't gonna do nothing.
Ain't gangster, boy. So yeah, we know that Jim Jordan is a menace to this society. He is a blowhard, an ass jackal, a donkey knuckled fuckhead. But the boy still got power, man, and they might.
What did you say, Pedro?
But the boy got power, and he might get some more. Obviously Kevin McCarthy ain't gonna do shit about him. But this is interesting because, like I said, they all take an oath to uphold the Constitution. All of these representatives and senators. But now you have proof that he was working against the Constitution, at least on this one day around this subject. So that being said, I'm wondering if there is some actual punishable actions that can be taken against him. I
Even
mean,
if they prove that
your
there's punishable
colleagues
actions,
can
they're
throw
not.
you out of Congress. You
But
can
they're
be thrown
not.
out of college.
They're not going to do it. And look, Angie, what's her
The
name?
Democrats have the
Marjorie.
majority. They need to.
Okay, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, silverback giant wingspan cuntville, she didn't go nowhere, and she's still saying dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Babbitt, whatever the fuck. What's her
Bobert,
name?
Hobart,
Bobert. Yeah, Bobbert, Babbitt, Bobert.
Hobart.
Yeah, Hobart. She is still walking around saying, "I carry my gun in the halls of Congress, and I wish somebody would say something to me. I bust a cap in their ass."
Dang, dang, dang.
So she's still walking around, and everybody's letting that go. The fact that they know that fucking Nazis rolled up, and half these Nazis didn't go to fucking jail. Most of them still walking around throwing up "Hi Hitler." Now imagine you're a Jewish person and you got to see these motherfuckers walk around. Where's the Jewish mafia when we need them? Like back in the day when they're like, you know, I think you shouldn't do that. I think you shouldn't throw that up there because if you do it, then we might have to visit you in the middle of the night and pour cement in your mouth.
Mossad.
That's what I want to see. I mean,
I want to see some Munich in this bitch.
yeah. Remember they don't
Send
get it
Daniel
twisted.
Craig after their ass and
Yeah.
what's
So I
his
mean,
name? Eric Bana.
right now they're not about that. So I think that Jim Jordan is going to get away with murder, and if they do win from all of this
Constitutional
gerrymandering,
murder.
well, constitutional murder. Yeah. I don't want y'all to think actual murder. Yeah, that'd be weird.
I'm
Like
sure he's killed somebody. We just don't have the proof.
you just don't have the proof. But
So we don't like to, facts matter.
and when he's in charge, because the Republicans are set up to win because all the gerrymandering and red light districting and all that shit. If they win,
red light district.
red light, the
They
red
got all
light
the
district.
holes at the polls, man.
Okay,
On
but let me
polls
tell you
with the
something.
hoes.
I know what I'm saying because look, they treating us like hoes because they about to fuck us. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. So speaking of getting fucked, and we'll move on from one dickhead to the next, and they go across party lines. Okay?
Yeah.
There's dickheads on both sides, and the main one on the Democratic side is your boy
the one guy.
Joe. I'll talk to my constituents from the back of my yacht, Manchin.
How come nobody's helping me here? I'm by what? I'm by myself. What? Nobody?
He is the sole reason. He is the sole reason that the Biden Build Back Better has not been passed.
But not only that, also the voters' rights,
Voting Rights Act.
The Voting Rights Act. He is another reason. So it's I was listening.
He is the reason that you're gonna run out of your child tax credit and your kids.
So two motherfuckers. It's
with the baby on the freeway with the
Cinema and Manchin, right? It's Cinema and Manchin, Pedro. It's both of these. But
on this one in particular, like Manchin is the main holdup.
Right. So he basically feels like I'm getting all this attention. I want to be president, I guess, or some shit. Didn't mean to hit COVID.
He doesn't want to spend this money. What's weird about this in regards to the Build Back Better is, and specifically, he is hinging everything on the child tax credit. Which is crazy to me because I know there are a shit ton of West Virginians who have kids who could use this money, but he this Build Back Better right now would extend the funding for a year, but Joe Manchin wants to either have it go for 10 years or not at all, which would be a hell of a lot more money, which nobody else had proposed. But a lot of progressive Dems are like, well, fine, and yeah, let's go. But the funding isn't really there for that. It is there for a year. But I'm telling you, this is what he says.
That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. The other reason, he still feels like he can get bipartisan passed. He said, I'm not going to do it without any input from Republicans. The motherfucking Republicans ain't down for you. It's not that. I mean,
they can have let them have input, but then
they can have input, but they shouldn't have say. One dude and one other woman is deciding what 42 other motherfuckers that are all on the same page, and the president who's on the same page. Fuck all y'all. Fuck the millions of people that I'm going to affect. It's up to what I say and this other little bitch that does marathon say. These two motherfuckers. That's what it's up to, Pedro. And that's the most selfish shit I've heard. Bernie Sanders said, I swear I wish I could be locked in a cage with these two whores.
coming off the top rope.
I'm coming off the top rope. Oh my God, she's down. Hey, that's how you do it, buddy. Then he walks around doing the finger like this. That's how you knock a bitch out. That's what you do. That Joe Manchin, he didn't see me either. Look at that. Boom, right up there with the elbow.
It's so sad though that
so selfish. And he don't give a fuck.
They can't, but the Dems just can't get this thing done. Like they just can't be in line. Like this one
time
dough biscuit minded whole donkey fuckhead ass eagle shit rhinoceros cum motherfucker can't just get in line.
Wow, Pedro.
We asking for a year of money for these kids.
No.
And you fucking ostrich.
If he got a tramp stamp. If you look at his tramp stamp, not that I want to see it, but I heard it says fuck these kids.
Fuck them kids, man.
Fuck them kids.
I think that's the name of his boat. Fuck them kids.
Right. And it's actually fuck DM, like them.
Them kids. Dems. Fuck Dems kids.
Yeah. I mean,
fuck Democratic kids.
But the bottom line is everybody on the feed, and by the way, I see what some of the people are commenting on. Bump the kids. Oh, bump the kids? No, Joe Manchin and I,
she's trying to be nice.
She's trying to be a nice person, I guess.
Bump them kids.
Bump the kids. Okay, the bottom line is he knows for a fact that this is his time to shine. And I think it's also his selfishness, his narcissism. I know you say, oh, Joe, man, is he narcissistic? Obviously. All these people that are saying, we need to do this, but no, without me, none of it happens.
We didn't know who this motherfucker. I had never heard this man's name in my goddamn life. Joe Manchin until this shit came up. I'm telling you,
there was an investigation. No, there was an investigation years ago, which he was cleared of. I'm gonna make sure that we keep it accurate on Savage Head. There was an investigation pertaining to redirecting money to the coal industry, and they implemented him, but they found out it really wasn't him.
Implicated him.
They said they tried to basically said, well, we think you were a part of this, but you found out he was just associated with the guy that was really,
just the man next to the man.
Man next to him. He was the man next to the man. So that's the first time I heard of him years ago. And then I didn't like his ass then.
Well, if you thought you didn't like him, you should hear what Superstud has to say. He said, I want to feed Democrats and Republican politicians to starving wolves. First of all, where you gonna get the wolves from? Okay.
Secondly,
and you don't want to be around
wolves have to be starving. Yeah, don't need them.
They'll do it they kill Democrats for fun, man.
I do a Democrat for fun.
Mm-hmm. I think this is what Joe Manchin has done, is fed your kids to the wolves.
Oh, it's gonna be
for those who were benefiting from the child tax credit, there will definitely be a lapse, which may be permanent.
Right.
But they may get this through but it won't be this year. It won't be before the holiday.
It won't be. Basically, he's saying, "Hey kids, you like food? Eat bark."
Yeah, Merry Christmas, bitches. Here's some coal.
Yeah, you're not getting a fucking thing from me.
From West Virginian mines. West Virginian coal for the kids.
Think about that. 48 other motherfuckers are like, let's get down with this. 48. Even some progressives that are like, I don't really like this shit, but I'm fucking with you. I'm going to fuck with you on this one, and then we'll try to renegotiate some shit later. 48 on that pops. And then if you look at the other situation, okay, that pertaining to voters' rights, which is
it's so critical right now.
It's so critical right now because without that, everything else is a shit show. You might as well just stick a fork in it because we're cooked. The bottom line is we ain't gonna get that either. And it's because of this one bitch ass dude. Now, what happens? Now, I'm just saying, Pedro, if you're driving your car, okay, and he just happens to step off the sidewalk, I happen to be there with him, and he steps accidentally off the sidewalk. You're coming around the corner. You can't see what's happening. You hit him. You hit him with your car. I'm not saying. And then he's incapacitated.
Accidents happen in all kinds of ways, brother. Potentially he wouldn't even have to step off the curb. Like it could just be one of those things. Like how sometimes like you sneeze while you're driving. and then you
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Achoo!
shit.
And then you veer off the road, take out a bunch of people at the bus stop, and then
Right.
keep going to the Dunkin'
But it was an
Donuts.
accident. Yeah, like
I mean, it
Ronell
happens to a lot of us. So
Ronell's
that
guarding.
could be another.
Read what Ronell said. He going hard in the paint already.
And by the way,
Man,
Pamela Knox, welcome to the building. And yes, you've missed a lot. We've already talked about Jim Jordan being Harry Potter, and then now we're talking about Joe Manchin
holding up the works.
being a fucking ass
Right.
jackal. Ronald Ewan Humphrey, what's up, bro? Welcome. If Democrats don't come with tangibles / reparations for Black people, fuck them all.
Well, I agree.
Tangibles.
Not just the Democrats.
The Voting Rights Act is important. That is a tangible for us because it is, our voting rights are seriously under attack right now.
Right.
And it is targeted around Black people and brown people involving themselves in the process, in the voting process. So they're trying to stop that. So that would be a tangible. But yeah, 40 acres and a mule would also be highly tangible. We talked about it on this show. It'd be about $300,000 for each Black person in America. That's about what they owe us.
But not only that, if you look at how they're doing it pertaining to voting rights, it's basically they're picking the voters, not the voters picking them. It's like that scene in Enter the Dragon. I'm gonna go back. Wah! Da-da-da,
You got to go.
da-da-da. And then Jim Kelly had the hookers come in, and he said, "I'll take you, I'll take you, and I'll take you."
Wait, did you say The Last Dragon?
No, Enter the Dragon.
Oh, I thought you said The Last Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
I went into
sorry.
Bruce Leroy mode.
No. He said, "I'm sorry, ladies. I would like some more of you. But I'm tired. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
So we're gonna go with the Republicans. Thank you, ladies."
Yeah, no, that can't happen either, man. In this situation, it's terrible. We're between a cock and a hard place here. Bunch of dicks on one side and a bunch of rockhead motherfuckers on the other.
It's a fucked up situation, and in the next 6 years, if we don't win in 2022 in any way, shape, or form, or get close, guess what's going to happen? And then in 2024, if Trump runs, or they actually pick somebody that's just like Trump, and Trump still pulls the strings behind him, puppeteer, guess what's going to happen? The next years is going to be a motherfucker, especially Mr. Humphrey for Black folks. So I'm letting all you Black folks know it could be a motherfucker. So strap in. So they are putting the strap on.
Speaking of dickheads on both sides, Nancy Pelosi can be thrown in that bag now. She's been our girl. She's leader of the House. She's a fierce, feisty woman. Was always ready to take on Trump, D-Dumpty. But she also did just basically veto a ban on members of Congress being able to trade stocks, right? And we all know, I mean, this is something that David Perdue kind of got in trouble for last year,
right?
And Kelly Loeffler was also being looked at, the two senatorial candidates from Georgia who lost last year. But we know that senators and representatives they get information about companies, about commodities, about markets before any of us do, in a confidential manner. And they can use that to basically inside trade, right? Like they can use that to buy and sell stocks before any of us. And, while they're in Congress, I think that ability for them and their spouses, they should be,
right.
held, like that should be suspended. Like they should not be allowed to trade because they get this information.
They get the information like they know way ahead of us, and of course they can make big bank off of that. It's like, I got a tip that we're gonna have plant-based people in the next.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's they get this information. Like they know stuff, and all I can say is they know stuff because I don't even know the information they get. Because we ain't getting it. That's the whole point.
Nancy Pelosi, she's on my shit list, and what her ancient thought processes. She was like,
she said it's a free market, and members of Congress should be allowed to participate. Yes, once you're out of Congress.
Once you're out of Congress,
but
you can't do.
Nobody forced you into Congress.
Right.
At this point, it looked like you went there to get motherfucking inside
All right.
trading
Yeah,
information.
she's definitely doing that. And the bottom line is, when you're at your job, there's certain shit you shouldn't do. Like I can't go to my job and just start using my nunchucks. I can't just be using my nunchucks. If I'm working at McDonald's and I say, "Hey, I'm just gonna start using my nunchucks," you can't do that shit. She knows.
Comics, it's like
It's different for us, but
no,
yeah.
but it's like the comics who sit in the back of the club watching your set just so they can go to another room and use your fucking jokes, right? Like they're getting inside information. They're like, "Oh, this joke kills. I
Right.
spent no time writing it. I've done nothing to cultivate it. I didn't even live the life that produced it, but I'm taking that shit." You know what I'm saying? So, and yes, Ladybug, I was on Hell Date, but this is
Yes,
not
that's
that right
yeah.
now.
That's not. But no,
But
he was
thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
for watching Hell
Thank
Day.
you.
The other thing is with
There is no
Nancy.
little person devil in my
Yeah,
apartment. I don't
that's
think.
following around. I
If
don't
they
think
are, they're
so.
getting kicked in the chest.
Well, all I know is they came
That
to my room.
motherfucker getting kicked in the chest.
They came to my room twice yesterday, and it's like, "Hey, Pedro sent us." Um, the the thing is, for the people that are in feed, I want you to let y'all know something. Oh, okay, wow, they're going there. For the
Nicole
people
A
that are in,
says, Shane, you can do whatever you want. You just might not have a job tomorrow. Hey, it's
yeah,
consequences.
exactly. Just like they shouldn't have a job.
Live your
They
life,
shouldn't have.
but
If you're inside trading, the people go to jail for that shit. But Nancy Pelosi didn't. Fuck her, feed her rocks, and take her swimming. Once she didn't go hard in the paint and make sure that Marjorie Taylor Greene was kicked out. Go hard at them. Go hard at all of
well,
these
they got her
people.
off committees. They got her
They
off
got her off
committees.
committee, but I'm saying it's like that she still is able to raise money off of it. You can stop that. She could have
See, but
stopped that.
313 says she uses her husband. It's not her. Shaking his head.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
But that was the thing. It should be members of Congress and their spouses, And then they
Right.
just want to flip to their 17-year-old son, like, here, son, here's your E-Trade account. Do this.
Right. And by the way, Apple. just they just say Apple, and
Yeah,
that's it.
man.
No, it's fucked up, man.
There's a lot of insider bullshit that goes on. I guess it'd be really, really interesting to find out the ultimate reason why, if we ever do, why Joe Manchin is being such a,
You know
a
why?
shit dickery, hoe-tastic
You
ass
don't know
fuck.
why. You don't know why. One, he's a Republican.
A dino, a Democrat in name only.
But no, we know that he acts like I just was listening to Bernie Sanders on MSNBC. He's acting like a fucking Republican.
I mean, no, he wants to reach across the aisle so much. It's like, well, just take your ass over there then.
Yeah,
Go like the fuck.
Tiptoe your ass over there and give him a hand job while you're there, bitch, because that's what you're doing. You fucking us. But and you know what? And he makes me so mad. I wanted to smack him. Ha!
What did the five fingers say to the face?
But I'm telling you right now. When the next 2 years, this one dude is gonna fuck it up for us, and I think the cinema is gonna fuck it up. And I think that we might as well strap in and get ready because we got other shit that's coming down the pike, which is actually one of the things we're going to be talking about. But I just feel like get ready, y'all. Get ready to just be strong and have your mind right because the shit is going to go real left. For all you motherfuckers act like, right, vote don't do nothing. It don't do nothing. Yes, it do. And we about to find out for all you niggas. All you niggas is like, yeah, I ain't going to do that. Yeah, and fuck a vaccine. Okay.
Well, speaking of fuck a vaccine, which I don't suggest, it's probably not going to be good pussy. To be honest,
probably not.
It's just dipping your dick in liquid, which is a weird thing to do. But that being said,
I don't even know where the fuck you went with that one.
Well, you said fuck the vaccine, but you can't. I mean, actually, like you could try. You could fuck.
Well, you
could. I mean, you could try.
But
I just think it's a first of all, it's a waste of vaccine and waste of a good fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, dog? But here we go, man. Speaking of the vaccine, are y'all ready to ride this next wave? Hang 10, bro. We're gonna surf this next wave, man, of Omicron, bro.
So, dude.
The numbers are back up. Michigan's a hot spot. A lot of Midwest places. New York again.
And New York
they're doing another mask mandate.
Also, they're doing online with the colleges. Are saying, look, you have to do your finals from home. You know
My
why?
alma mater, Cornell, NYU, those schools have all decided to finish out their semesters virtually,
virtually.
and
You
and
know
let
why?
students isolate on campus.
You guys know why that there is
It,
Omicron. Omicron is back.
he's the newest Decepticon.
The pandemic's new Decepticon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, it's basically. I
I
mean,
like how he had. I like how he had the virus on his chest as an insignia, just to let you, in case you were wondering, what does he transform into? Because there's kind of like pterodactyl wings on the back.
I don't know, but that's the actual character Omicron.
There you go.
But the thing is, if you look at this one, they said it for the people that are vaccinated. If you're vaccinated, I don't want to get into that shit again on the feed. But Omarion is even worse
Yeah,
because
Nicole. Yeah. No, you don't want to catch no Amarion.
you
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
tell you
catch
that
the
right now.
Marion.
That
You got
nigga be on you
served.
quick.
You got served.
Ziggy the
That was the
comedian,
worst
welcome.
shit. That movie was the worst shit when Omarion said when the other they lost the battle or they won in the
You
battle was
got
like
served.
and he did like this. This is shit right here. You got served. And I was like, oh,
Bro,
you corny motherfuckers.
I do
But
that I do that at the end of service to all my tables at my restaurant. I'm like,
but
you got served.
I do that after I'm with a lady.
And then I go, tip me, bitch.
I did that with the ladies. After I have sex with the ladies, after I service the ladies, I said, you
He's
got
a ladies
served.
man. He's a ladies man.
I'm a ladies man. Sometimes people get mad. What's wrong with a little bit of butthole action?
Butt sex is good.
Butt sex. What's wrong with butt sex? Um, see, the people want to feel like, "What's
It
up,
is.
Ziggy? What's up, Ziggy?" The bottom line is, we know that it was.
Ronald Ewan Humphrey says Omicron transforms into a syringe. There you go.
I knew
There
you
you
were
go.
gonna say something about that. Look. We've been on the show saying you a grown ass person. You can do what the fuck you want to do. But again, I'm going back to nunchucks. I can't come in your house. I can't just walk around you, but within 6 feet and start swinging nunchucks. I can't just be nunchucking my ass all
Not
around
in
you.
my house.
I mean,
You will
it's
get
my
shot.
body. It's my body. I can do what I want.
In my house.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of people that's doing it. But right now, if you look at what's going on with Omicron, Delta put a dent in things because Delta was actually deadly as fuck. Omicron is not as deadly pertaining to people that are vaccinated, and if you got the booster, you actually get a little bit more protection. It's not 100%, but
None of it is.
but if you do get sick, the effects aren't as severe.
Yeah.
They're not as severe.
But we so again, this is a pandemic among the unvaccinated. So if you are unvaccinated, be safe, be diligent, mask up and distance, and stay at home
Hey,
when possible, as much as possible.
much
But we
more.
are back to a place where we
Almost,
were last year, really,
but
when
not a total lockdown, but it's going to be more. It's going to be a little bit more restriction.
but viral spread is happening. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you the reason I'm not in Vegas right now is that my new niece, my little niece, days after we just made it official, Uncle Joe is official. She caught COVID.
Oh, it's guaranteed. It is
She
COVID.
had a friend over. My sister gave a home test,
Right.
and the home test came up positive. So they were like, "Okay, get the fuck out." Uh, but and then the kid took another test, a more official one. What's it called? The PRC, and that came back positive. So my sister's household was exposed to COVID, and it turns out that my niece has it, and she's now quarantining in her room. And all my sister, my nephew, and my brother-in-law, their shit came up negative. So everybody else is negative, which makes sense because Asia, my niece, had the most exposure to this individual who was positive. Um, but that being said, even and Asia is vaccinated, so even among the vaccinated can get it. She's got
Right.
mild symptoms, but it's already affected my visitation with my family. You know what I'm saying? I could just go kick it at my mom's crib, but I was really trying to go and celebrate
Right, see everybody. You're trying to see right, right.
and celebrate the official adoption of my niece. So I was going to kick it with them, and then they're like, "House is closed." It's like shit.
Shit,
Okay,
but you know what? I'm gonna tell
goddamn.
you right now. When you hear about all these new variants, it made me remember the days when you missed the regular old COVID. Remember those days where you just had a regular ass COVID. Now we
Yeah,
got some super duper fucking Omicron thing going down, and and that motherfucker's tricky. One minute you see him, one minute you don't. He's right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you know what he transforms into? 7 days locked in the fucking house. That's what he transforms into. You
Quarantine.
son of a bitch. Goddamn, he
It
transferred into
transforms into
quarantine.
a quarantine.
It's fucked up, man.
Seba 313 says COVID is here to stay. It's a virus like the flu. Absolutely, and it's not just it's a virus like the flu in that I think we're gonna deal with it endemically, which is the sort of like an annual seasonal thing. It's gonna subside from being a pandemic because we now have this
Pedro.
vaccine, and they'll be updating the vaccines as variants
Yeah,
occur.
wait a minute. You said endemically. What does that have to do with my grades? What are you talking about?
What?
You said endemically.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that don't have nothing to do with people's grades. People's
What?
grades are people's grades. You know what I'm saying?
You lost me.
You
Endemic?
said, and you
Not
said,
academic.
so we're not going to be. Wait a
No,
minute.
it's not academic. It's endemic.
So let me get this straight. So epidemically does not mean that I got a problem with my scores.
No. Academically would.
So you said, okay. Let me get it straight.
I feel like you might not have done academically.
Academically, because epidemically sound like epidemically
or endemically.
Endemically. Okay. And because I dated this girl named Endema, and she talked like that, but and she would never leave. Never leave. But I had her kid.
Endema, I had to kick her out.
Had to kick her out but no, right now.
But I think Seba 313 is right. What up though is that it's now here, so we're going to be dealing with this in some sort of annual seasonal. It'll be just a shot, like the flu shot, whatever. But it's unlike the flu in that it has these. They're discovering everything from circulatory to neurological effects long term that the coronavirus is having on people.
It fucks with your heart. It fucks with your respiratory system. It fucks with you, and that's why I never trusted the Decepticons. I never trusted them.
Jeff Keller in the building. I see you, brother.
They're deceptive, but Omicron's gonna be here to stay. But you know what? It's because of a percentage of the people are fucking dumb too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying y'all
it spread because nobody was willing to.
Nobody
isolate.
In the feed. Y'all are really smart. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about a little bit of y'all. But the point is that when we had it just starting, we could have jumped on it a little faster. But we had Trumpy Dumpty with his denying ass, and his whole staff with his deny. We're in denial and denying. They knew shit that they could have done that they didn't do. Okay, so this is the same man that was condemning people getting vaccinated and had caught COVID and got every shot known to man up his ass. Same man.
Right up there.
This orange cunt stick of a man that these people back. And I notice sometimes we get trolls on the show that support Trump and all his Trump like people. Fuck y'all too. And by the way, every time I see you, I'm gonna look like you like this, like nigga, fucking.
So understand, these viruses are just trying to live, man. I'm just trying to live, bruh. So while the Delta variant is still more lethal than the Omicron right now, the Omicron has found a way to be more contagious because it wants to proliferate and spread. It's like trailer trash, right? They don't like condoms, and they'll just but a dang don't dang throughout the park. So that's all that the virus is trying to do. And eventually I think it'll probably find some symbiotic state where, it's not necessarily trying to kill everybody. Hey man, I ain't trying to kill nobody. I'm just trying to live off a few cells, dog.
Right.
But that being said, ultimately I think we're in a permanent position with
And I, you know who I
the
blame? I do still
coronavirus.
blame. I still blame. I don't blame every single person that was assuming that if they held out, we get,
Oh shit.
we get herd immunity and all that other stuff. But bottom line is, a lot of people did a lot of dumb moves, and that's
Yeah.
why we're in the position we're in now. So don't get it twisted. It wasn't just, well, viruses do what they do. No, we could have
No, we
actually,
could have stopped this. Yeah, we
we
could have
could have
stopped this
stopped it
from
or minimized it. Minimized it.
and
That's what
stop
I told
well and stopped it from because the more it proliferates, the longer it goes
the
on,
longer it goes.
it's going to
Right.
keep varying itself. It's going to keep evolving and changing just to try and live. And no, it might not be lethal, but I mean, do we really need another virus just living
And,
around the planet, killing living in white-tailed deers in Yellowstone?
okay, but
Whatever.
this is okay. Look at Ronell says Dana White recently caught COVID and asked Joe Rogan what to do
Ask Joe
and,
Rogan what to do and
and
recovered in less
recovered
than
in
three
less than three
days.
days.
I mean,
Okay,
Joe Rogan. I don't know why people would go to Joe Rogan for medical advice. He's a very funny comic, and
a
I don't
great
think I
podcaster.
don't think a stupid guy at all. But why are you going to Joe fucking Rogan for medical advice?
Well,
Shane, we got to keep it moving because I know you got to get out of here in a
oh
minute,
shit,
man.
yeah,
So
no, but I
all
gotta
right,
go do a show tonight.
so we're gonna
I'm
push. But
acting like I ain't got to do a show. What the
yeah.
fuck am I doing?
And by the way, if you're in Vegas tonight, Wise Guys Comedy Club, Shang is there. It just log off now and get down
There's a
there.
bunch
It's
of
it's
comics
in the
there.
downtown arts district. It's a fantastic him and Melanie Camacho. Gonna be a great show. So make sure you go there. Jeffrey Keller, speaking of comics, very funny. Make sure you guys follow him. They found out that coronavirus infects fat cells. America needs to lose weight.
And what you trying to say, Jeff Keller?
And that's a hard thing to do with the holidays coming up because we know all the vittles will be on the table.
A
But
lot of vittles. So
a
no, we'll
lot of
keep it
vittles.
moving.
All right,
Savage
let's
AF, let me
move.
run. I'm gonna run this real quick. I'm gonna run
Yeah,
it. Check this out. We gotta let y'all know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, we know one, you're a good person, and you are probably made of angel wings, and and you wash your face with angel tears. But this is
Yes.
what you need to do. And if you do that, you need to check us out and it's very easy. You need to just check us out on all the podcast versions of the show. You subscribe to the show, iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Now, and we move on.
And when we do it like this.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Help me. Help. There we go, y'all. It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. Hey, listen, whether you like it or not, you see what I did? You see how I spelled it? Mother Nature is coming for your ass, all right? It's raining right now outside in LA a little bit.
It's raining here.
It's what we call inclement weather.
Yep.
Raining in Vegas, okay. Needs it. The desert needs it. What you don't need though is 150 mile per hour winds in Kansas. What you don't need is tornadoes tearing up Kentucky
and fires.
Fires everywhere, flooding on the East Coast. Whether you like it or not, Mother Nature is coming for our asses. Okay.
Wait, you forgot about the South. Clan-nados. Clan-nados are all down here.
Clan-nados.
There's a lot of Clan-nados.
Nigger quakes. It's all
nigger
kind of
quake.
things.
Nigger quake. Oh boy, those can really shake you up.
They got a whole damn Spiknami coming up.
Wow,
from the goddamn south, from the Gulf,
right from the border. You go right down the border. Spiknami is. Whew.
Oh yeah, man, it's going down, man. They got a goddamn. It's a Jew clone coming through here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one's bad. And then also
a Junami. A Junami is coming.
Yeah. Ronald said the trees are snapping like twigs. That's scary. I got to fly back.
You call them twiggers down here.
Man, the flight down here because of the wind was so bad was just I was holding on for dear life, man. I was like scared as fuck, and I normally don't get that scared flying, but it's bad.
Yeah, man, it's the earth is mad.
The Earth with
and
two F's. Earth.
the ERFF, the Earth is
Earth.
mad. So prepare yourselves, guys. You might want to do the research on places that it might be safer to live because the coastal areas all bad. Like living next to the ocean will be all bad. Living in areas, deserts with no water, all bad, homie. And some of these plains with just wide open, you can see for miles around. Yeah, the tornado gonna tear all that shit up. Tornadoes
Yeah.
out there stretching like, oh man, we about to get this
I've been.
bitch real quick. Yeah. Ugh.
Sweetie, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna ride it out, and then all of a sudden you find his ass in a tree somewhere. That's what's
Nicole
gonna
A said
happen.
it ain't safe nowhere. Get in the basement, girl. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. But that being said, I do want y'all to shit y'all pants because this is a real serious thing.
Damn, the world
We're
is
seeing
just
we're
going.
seeing these weather patterns right now that are just phenomenally astounding.
But
Like
global
you
warming's not
people are like,
real,
I couldn't believe,
Pedro. Global warming's not real.
nigga,
It's
the
never
wind at
been
you,
real.
nigga, when
You're
the wind
making
is
it
at your
up.
door, like, hey, when the wind just breaks through your shit, like,
Bring
nigga,
your bitch
what's
ass
in
out
here,
here.
nigga? What's it, nigga? Get move all this, boom.
That's
When it's not the cops, but just the earth kicking
yeah.
open your door.
Bring your bitch ass outside for this wind.
When the earth just lifts your roof up and is like, hey, what's going on here? All right, never mind. Ha. And they just throw the lid
Yeah,
off. Yeah,
Ziggy the
you're
comedian.
fucked.
Click your heels, Dorothy. Because the
Yeah,
shit is
that's it.
it's about to go down.
Get your ruby slippers together, y'all. Because there is no place like home, and you will not be in Kansas anymore. I'm Black Pedro. That's my pop in for today. Shane, get us
Hey,
out of
go
here so you
pop
can get
in.
to your show, bro.
Yeah, I'm got. Yeah, I got still got. I ain't even dressed, but it's cool. They pick me up. What they gonna do? Not do the
Fuck it.
show without me?
Do the
Yeah, they
show with your
will.
pants off, man.
There's a
Fuck
bunch
it.
of comics down here. They will do the show without my ass. Yo, check it out. There's something I saw in the news, and I want y'all to make sure y'all follow this trial because the shit is still going down right now. Oh boy. Hey, y'all, this is the deal. What a cop out. All right, check this out. Kim Potter, who said that, no, I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was a taser. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, you incompetent bitch. Shut up, you stinking ass bitch. You stupid ass bitch. You dumb ass bitch. You racist ass bitch. The bottom line is,
She has a square head.
what?
Like, look at her face. It's like so square.
It's a block.
It's like
It's
not even a round head. Like it's just.
yes. If she
She's
didn't
a
shoot him,
blockhead. She's a
if
blockhead.
she didn't shoot him, she could have headbutted him to death.
Oh, cinder block face.
Oh yeah, they build buildings with that bitch. The bottom line is,
She's the foundation of this
Kim Potter
department.
she's going to take the stand. Actually, the prosecution has done a good job saying, how the fuck did you not know the difference between a taser and a gun? Number one, a gun is lighter. Taser is heavier. Taser is
No. The gun's heavier.
I'm sorry. No. Heard it today. Today, these tasers that the cops carry.
Heavier than
That's
the
what he
gun?
said. That's what the lawyer said. I don't know. Maybe he made a mistake.
Oh,
Okay, but let's just say the gun's heavier. Fuck it.
I feel
The
like
gun's
the gun would
heavier.
be heavier.
You can tell the difference, and one's on one side, one's on the other side. Also, why would you?
Black and yellow.
Damn,
very different colors. Very different colors.
Also, they said that she still would be at least get for negligence because the bottom line is she didn't have to use even a taser in this situation because it was just a stop. It was just a stop. It wasn't like, and then now they're trying to paint him as the bad guy and he was a bad person and this and that and get empathy for her like they always do. It's funny that they still do this in 2021, but that's what the fuck they do. They say he's the bad guy. He came out. His dick had four spikes out of it, and he was trying to shoot the spikes, throw his dick at her, and they're just making all kind of shit. And they said that, but you know what? She pulled him over, was going to read a passage from the Bible to him, and bought him some cupcakes.
It's just story time for the
kid. They were trying to make everything seem like that, but the prosecutors did go hard in the paint. Make sure you check out the trial. It's coming up. Kim Potter, she shot this young man for a basic stop.
By the way, well, she didn't shoot him for that. Okay, I mean, like, listen.
She didn't have to shoot him at all.
She did. Listen, AJ Fitz said you pull each one from different sides. period. So that's the training. So if you're going here, that's your primary weapon. She should have been cross drawing if she was going for her taser. So that's a fact. First of all,
That's a fact.
I believe that the gun is heavier than the taser. I could be
No,
wrong,
that's
but
what. No, yeah, I heard it on.
either way,
it was
there's
on.
there's a difference in weight, an
There's a
obvious
difference in
difference
weight
in weight,
and
whatever it
color.
is,
Hold up, color.
obviously in color.
And they said that she still can get it for negligence. I think it was negligent, and because there was no need to even use her taser in this situation. This is what they said today. There was no need for her to even use her taser. So the bottom line is, Charlie
Well, obviously
Blockhead
the
here.
defense is arguing differently, right? They're like he could have, he was Dante Wright was trying to get away.
Right.
He
could
was
have
trying to
complied.
run.
He couldn't comply.
But also, there was one cop struggling with him who was like, halfway in and out of the car. So if that car pulls away, okay, I'll give it to you. That cop could have been hurt. But the reality is she's holding a Glock yelling taser, taser. And clearly it's not a taser.
She couldn't see the color of the gun. You got something in your hand. You couldn't even see the color of the gun. I know that things happen fast with cops and everything, but I want this. And also on the jury, because of the racial overtones of it, you got to look at it from this standpoint too. They have one black juror, and it just sounds like here we go again.
Here we
go
like
again. Rittenhouse, it just sounds like here we go again. One black juror in a situation that could possibly be misconstrued as a racial situation. For some reason, they do. There is a test before I get up out here. This is an absolute fact that they use much more fucking when it's somebody black. If Pedro gets pulled over, they go full fucking stormtrooper on him. Or it could be somebody white. Literally, get out the car with a white bitch's head in his hand that he just decapitated, and they say, "Hey man, what are you doing? Bowling?" I mean,
that's a crazy bowling ball you got there, man.
A blonde bowling ball. Never seen one of those.
You stick the 2 fingers in the nose and one in the mouth.
Is that how you do it? I mean, yeah, it just seemed like they use so much force when it comes to us and feel like we're so strong and we're so this and we're so that, and and to immediately go for her gun the way she did it and say taser, 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 when it's obvious when they showed it, at least from what I'm seeing from I've been watching the information about the trial, tasers, I don't know if y'all noticed, I'm gonna say this for a bounce, are bright yellow.
Yellow?
There's no gun, like the gun ain't the same color as the taser. So to make a mistake like that is pretty.
The weight is different.
It's incompetence.
By the way, she has decided today. She said to the judge that she's going to take the stand.
Yes.
So interesting. This should be interesting. She will be on the stand.
Yes, and if you guys have elongated TVs, make sure you put it on square.
Miss Averb says they never yell gun, gun, gun. That's not true. But when they yell gun, 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 it's when a 13-year-old is holding Skittles or a toy or a cell phone or nothing at all.
Right.
But they'll just yell gun,
fingers.
gun, gun.
Or fingers.
Yeah, when you have fingers in your hands, got your ass. Who knows what you were going to do with those fingers, nigger.
They open fire on us more. They use deadly force on us more. They are much more aggressive about mundane shit. So what I'm saying to y'all, watch this case. We're going to definitely be talking about it. Once she takes the stand, we're definitely going to mock her because I know she's going to probably try to pull some bullshit because she was in tears at the scene because she killed a person.
She knows she did. She knows she did.
But the bottom line is, I want to see if she pulls the same thing Rittenhouse pulled, because that actually, they said, a psychologist said that majorly could have swayed the jury, his tears or his perceived tears, because I didn't really see him crying like a motherfucker, And Ronell said it right. It could be a cell phone. You're playing music too loud. It's just so many reasons they go to full blast stormtrooper on us compared to what they do with actually guilty motherfuckers that have killed people. Okay, Dylan Roof was a flat out murderer and was treated with kid gloves. So let's make sure we keep a watch on this. That's my Shangri. I want y'all to be aware of this shit. Make sure we pay attention, and we're gonna talk about it on the show after she testifies, and we see what the way they go with this bullshit.
Yep. Let's do it, y'all. All right, man. We'll be back here tomorrow Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Friday.
Woo, man, we getting into the last 2 weeks of 2021. This shit flew by, guys. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Black Pedro. That's
Chang.
Comedian Shane.
Make
You
sure
know
you
what it is.
follow at Black Pedro on Instagram. Make sure you follow me at Comedian Chang.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing some lives over the holidays. We'll probably just do a couple lives. Make sure you check us out on that. We're gonna be on
Yeah.
the lives, fucking with you, talking some shit. And make sure you check me out if you're in Vegas tonight. At 8 o'clock, I will be at Wise Guys in Las Vegas, Nevada,
Hey,
and down in the downtown Arts District.
Yep.
At
It's go. It's dope area.
At 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. we'll be down there at a club called Wise Guys. And if you don't come, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Listen,
The 7-Eleven around the corner from that club blasts classical music at night to keep homeless people away.
yeah, because that always scares me.
Interesting local fact.
Now I found out I'm hosting.
Mm.
Yeah,
You got to get there then, dog. Go,
no,
man.
run! I'm fucking.
Now they
Kirk
can't
Mc-
start the show without you.
We got on the show tonight Melanie Camacho, Big Doc, Kirk McHenry, Shannon DeQueen, and a guest set by JW, whoever the fuck that is.
That's not Joey Wells, is it? It's not J Dub.
No, it's not Joey Wells.
Okay.
It'll be J Dub. So y'all, tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., we're gonna be rocking with you. Make sure you check us out. Tell your friends to subscribe to the show. You understand what it is.
You know
All
what
right.
it is.
It
Let's go, yo.
All right.
How you getting?
How you getting?
Keep your finger out your nose.
Let me find the fucking thing here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Before you say
This
the
is the
finger out your
outro.
nose thing.
I'm just gonna keep
The
doing
outro.
this
I gotta
until
find the outro.
Outro.
Sometimes the outro ain't right at my fingertips. Okay, that's it right now. That's it.